When Kelly Clarkson finally stepped back onto the Vegas stage after a last-minute delay due to health concerns, all eyes and ears were on her. The Grammy-winning powerhouse took over Caesars Palace Coliseum with her signature charm, a heartfelt apology, and a performance that's already sparking a wave of public reaction. Some people were cheering, others were critiquing, and many were just grateful she was back. So what did the public really think of Kelly's return? Let's dive into the raw, honest, and emotional responses from fans and viewers. But before we jump in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. How did you feel about Kelly's performance? Let's start with the fans who were absolutely blown away by Kelly's performance. One person said they watched the whole thing in one breath, calling it quality. Someone else who attended the show live couldn't stop raving. She was amazing. Her voice was fantastic and she put on a great performance. And many echoed that live experiences are different. One person pointed out that videos don't capture the magic of being there in person. That's something only real fans truly understand. There was also an outpouring of love for Kelly as a person. One supporter simply put it, "Love her always." Another expressed sympathy, saying, "I feel for Kelly so much." And let's not forget the emotional side, and someone wrote, "She's a sweet person," despite feeling her voice sounded a bit exhausted. Now, of course, not everyone had glowing praise. Some listeners picked up on something else. They felt Kelly's vocals were strained. A few voices in the crowd said she sounded rough, and wondered if maybe she's doing too much too soon. One viewer questioned, why another Vegas residency so quickly, especially with her talk show going on? Another added, her vocal cords keep getting damaged because she strains often when she sings. Some fans even raised concerns about her long-term vocal health, suggesting that unless she adjusts her technique, she might continue facing challenges. One person said, I can't see her voice coping, it still sounds strained. These weren't necessarily attacks. In fact, they often came from a place of concern and care for her well-being. But just as quickly, the defenders stepped in. She sounded amazing, declared one fan, pushing back at the criticism. Another pointed out something important. Some people don't know the difference between strain and true live music. There's a rawness, a vulnerability in live vocals that you just don't get in polished studio tracks. And then, of course, there were the colorful, humorous voices chiming in. One viewer joked, she had no choice. Another cheekily said, I do Whitney better than her. Love it or not, the internet will internet. But amidst all the noise, one clear thing emerged. Kelly Clarkson's return stirred emotions. Whether people focused on the vocals, her health, or just the sheer energy of the show, they were talking, and that says a lot. So where does that leave us? Kelly's Vegas residency kickoff wasn't just a concert. It became a conversation. For some, it was a triumphant comeback. For others, it raised concerns about pace, priorities, and vocal care. And for many, it was simply a reminder of why they love her. Imperfections and all, in the end, it's clear that Kelly Clarkson still has the power to move audiences, whether with her voice, her vulnerability, or her presence on stage. Now we want to hear from you. Did Kelly's voice sound strained to you, or do you think she nailed it live? Is the residency a bold move, or too much, too soon? Drop your thoughts below, let's keep the conversation going, and as always, thank you for watching.